Welcome to The Burning of the Midnight Lamp, where we are dissecting music history, album by album, and track by track. And after a short little break, we are back in the recording studio, and I've now come to the 9th track on Sparks' album Gratuitous Sax and Senseless Violence from 1994, their 16th album, and the track is called The Ghost of Liberace.
Interesting title.
Yeah, everyone here knows who Liberace was. And for those who don't know, I guess, I can say the father or mother of all
glam,
overly flamboyant artists.
Yeah, kitsch.
Yeah,
kitsch art.
Extremely popular in when he was on top, 50s, 60s. 70s as well. He was actually, when he was on his peak, the most paid artist in the world when he was in the peak year. So he was very, very popular.
Well, he did have very expensive grand pianos, so he probably needed that.
Yeah, probably. So, should we jump into the song?
Yes. First time listen for me.
Let's go.
It was a dark and stormy night that I stepped out. Something strange was in the air, I couldn't figure it out. Who's there? Tell me what you want from me. Oh no, I can't believe what I now see. They say the paranormal's just a sucker's game. I keep an open mind, but deep down I feel the same. Oh no, now I think I've changed my mind. Oh no, now I know I've changed my mind.
The ghost of Liberace keeps on hanging round. Hovers over farmland, lingers over towns. The ghost of Liberace still has that mystique. If he were alive, he'd now be at his peak. The ghost of Liberace. The ghost of Liberace.
Across the street, in fact across the whole damn town, they're making fun of him. They try to put him down. Oh yeah, but I wish they'd let him be. Oh yeah, he's not hurting you or me. Sometimes he blinds the drivers with his shiny suits. They see that smile, they laugh at him, they don't shoot. Oh no, now he's hung in effigy. Oh no, why can't they just let him be?
The ghost of Liberace. The ghost of Liberace. The ghost of Liberace keeps on hanging round. Hovers over farmland, lingers over towns. The ghost of Liberace still has that mystique. If he were alive, he'd now be at his peak. The ghost of Liberace.
The ghost of Liberace keeps on hanging
Houses
around.
over farmland, lingers over towns. The ghost of Liberace.
The ghost of Liberace still has that mystique.
If he were alive, he'd now be at his peak.
He hums Evita and Moon River and Michelle. Maybe that's why the people scream out, go to hell. Oh no, now they're throwing cans of beer. Oh no, I thought ghosts could disappear. But he remains in all his glory, so strange. These aren't the kind of people that he can change. But wait, now they're starting to applaud. Guess there really is a God
The
above.
ghost of Liberace keeps on hanging round. Hovers over farmland, lingers over towns. The ghost of Liberace still has that mystique. If he were alive, he'd now be at his peak. The
Yes.
Ghost of Liberace. Wonder what he would have thought of this little tribute.
Yeah, in a way it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a tribute because even though not all the listeners or the characters who are listening to the Ghost of Liberace are appreciating him in the beginning, in the end they start to listen to him, and then he
Start applauding.
starts applauding. Yeah, I guess there really is a God above. So the narrator here is clearly on the side of Liberace. And the lyric-wise, it's an interesting combination here of ghosts, which are something you don't, the concept of ghosts are often not seen, discreet.
Mm-hmm.
And Liberace is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
He's the peacock.
Even the Ghost of Liberace is...
Yes, the peacock in the spotlight, and so here you got the invisible, scary aura ghost, but sparkling, or and he is put in a farmland setting,
Which is a bit odd because it's the one thing that Liberace is associated with is the Las Vegas style, right?
Yes.
Here is more like a village ghost in the countryside of England or something like that.
Linger over towns, over farmlands, somewhere in the world. Obviously, somewhere they drink beer, since they hurdle beer cans.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, rural America,
Could also be.
where they don't appreciate him in the beginning, but in the end they appreciate the Ghost of Liberace. So little short story.
But it does make sense as well because he was really popular.
Mm.
So it wasn't like he was only appealing to city folks
No.
at the time.
Particularly among the more mature ladies, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I guess he was also appealing to maybe people that wouldn't necessarily say that they
Maybe.
enjoyed listening to him.
I can
Kind of a
easily
guilty
imagine. I can easily imagine the Mel brothers. I mean, not necessarily being fans of Liberace, maybe even fans of Liberace. At least that he stood for something else and was completely himself.
Mm.
And I think that is what it's about here, right? Because he was mocked, maybe not throughout his life, but and probably a very easy person to mock as well, because he was so flamboyant and very easily recognized and over the top in so many ways.
Mm.
And the fact that he, for example, always refused that he was gay, which he, I guess, clearly was. And later, after he passed away as well, that was also confirmed. So you kind of have this very flamboyant persona, and I can imagine that Sparks identified with that in a way. Someone that dares to just go their own way and don't care about what other people say.
I could imagine that too, both the persona and his musical abilities.
Yeah,
I mean, he was a hell of a piano player.
yeah.
So, and very melodic. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ron has taken up some of that.
That's the irony balance where this was early 90s, 93, where you could like something even though you didn't like it. And for someone who's very successful, it's always very uncool to like them. For a group of connoisseurs like maybe Sparks was in their youths, and then but still like it as a guilty pleasure, and then come out that no, we've always been very passionate fans, and we're on the balance of irony and not irony. Do they fell when they make a song like this? I think there's always some touch of irony in the lyrics of Sparks. You never know if they're completely sincere.
No, but I do get a sense that they are sincere in when they sing I wish they'll let him be. It's not hurting you or me, it's not hurting anyone, just let him be himself. And I think it is mirroring themselves a little bit as well. Obviously they are not as well, because they in a way they're over the top with some things, but they are not Liberace in any way. Maybe Elton John on his in his peak years would be more like Liberace, for example. They're not there, but the fact that they also just don't care what other people. I mean, they're not letting the public guide them in what direction they're taking, right? They're just doing what they want to do, and they also want to be, just let them be and do what they do it the way they want to be. So I think in a sort of grander picture, that is what it is about.
Yeah, and I don't think you necessarily need to know who Liberace is either to enjoy this song. It's
No.
to me, it just works on its own. Like it's not intrusive. The song, it just kind of, it's a very pleasant melody.
Very lilting melody. Yeah, it's not the best song on the album for me, but it's a nice album track.
I think the production in the beginning reminded me of interior design, where you got this pre-programmed or something like more tinier or simpler synth and drum machines, but they're layered on top of each other, so it becomes complex, even though it's simple. So I like the production and the cheapness of the sound. This doesn't sound as 1993 as the other many of the other tracks, which are more Eurodance 93, like this, sort of hovers around like a ghost of something else, with some more simplistic rhythm box sound and
some warm strings.
And they build things on top of each other here, so that and even vocally there's the singing a chorus, and then there's a spoken on top of that, and so it's quite a complex song, even though that was my first impression, even though it's deceptively simple.
And it's also probably one of the few songs on the album that could have been on other albums. This could have been made in the 80s. It could have been maybe been made later by Sparks, whereas most of the other songs on this album is so clearly mid-1990s. This doesn't have that same sense.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, it doesn't.
And I think,
No, go ahead.
No, I think the chorus, I quite liked it in the end. I didn't really like it the first time it appeared, but I don't know if that was the way he sang it, almost like vocoder or something. There was something with the voice, but it became more...
it was the ghost.
It was the ghost, yeah. I think it was better when it came back later. And there's also a spoken verse, or many spoken verses, and that's not the first time on this album.
No.
I don't know why that is. Maybe they made the music first, and then it was more natural to do it like this.
It becomes a more common theme for Russell to do that on future songs as well.
Yes.
It does have more of this sprechgesang type of performances.
But I think it fitted here when they also brought it back and they had a spoken chorus, and yeah, it adds to the complexity, or what you should call it, the structure, being callbacks all the time.
I was also assuming the first times that I heard this song that there were a background vocalist, but after what we've learned, I'm guessing it's just been worked with That is just Russell performing all the vocals himself?
Yeah, I would think so. That's also something they would do a lot of later. There's even well, not the next album, but on Balls, there is a track that they performed when they did it live. It's a Sparks Show Tonight, which was their intro, and this is like a musical kind of thing with the grand choir of Russells, and in fact, Russell himself called it a tabernacle choir of Russells. So maybe that's what we hear here as well. So the point is that they did do that quite a bit, layer on layer of Russell's vocals.
Yeah, and it really works. It does. It does sound like a choir. I have this probably strange for you, association with this song, which is from an album that I guess was released around the same time, Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
Yeah, but that's not when I would never have associated it with that myself. But when you mentioned it, I was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I can see
the
that.
ballads that they sometimes make. And so
yeah, there are definitely songs that could. If you draw a Venn diagram of it, have some overlap,
95.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So
maybe they heard this album and thought, that's a style we're gonna include.
Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, it's a fun song, and it's my impression from reviewers that mention it as well is that they tend to like it. They find it silly, but it's also kind of Sparks silliness that is part of the Sparks aura, you could say. And of course, Sparks makes a song about Liberace.
Yeah, that makes total sense, of course. That's to be expected. Was it ever played live?
It was played a little bit. 10 times in total I have. A little bit around 1994, 95. 5 times in 2004.
Oh.
And the last time in 2008. So it's not the one they revisit a lot, but played a little bit.
2004, that's just the two of them? Or
2004? No, that's...
with the full band?
That's with the band, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was a dark and stormy night. Starts like a ghost story as well.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Something strange was in the air.
Yeah, you have the perfect voice for ghost stories.
All right. Yeah, no, an album deep cut.
It's a thumbs up track.
Yeah, it's a thumbs up track, but not quite up there with the best ones for me. That doesn't mean that it's a bad track in any way.
No, it's same for me. It's not something I skip.
No.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah, so I think we'll leave it at that. Let us know in the comments below what you think of the Ghost of Liberace. And we're going to continue on to the second last track. Let's Go Surfing. And for a LA, California band, what is more natural than making a surf song? Or is it?
Yep.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Thank you to everyone who was watching and listening. And until we are back in a couple of days, you must all have a great day and goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you in a bit.